now is Iranian-American communications strategist and political commentator Sarah Raviani. Sarah, thank you for joining us tonight. I've seen you posting on social media. This is obviously something that's very near and dear to you, and you've been very active in it. The big debate right now, for me anyway, is this idea that America strikes to make America safer. The result of that might be that Iran becomes more free. As an Iranian-American, what are your thoughts on that? In other words, should America be there all the way through? Does making America safe necessitate Iran getting a free government? What are your thoughts on it overall?
I think this is the first time that we have seen the illusion of permanence crack within the regime for the first time in 47 years. And honestly, the Iranian people have been waiting for that crack in the system. And we saw them bravely rising up in January and throughout the past 47 years to demand their freedom in the streets. And you had teenagers that were facing live fire and still decided to stand up in the streets shouting for their freedom and for regime change in Iran.
Yeah, certainly bravery all around there. Sarah, we're so excited to have you here. I have so many questions for you, but I want to go to this. I've been discussing with my colleagues here about Iran pre-revolution and how so many like yourself have resettled in Southern California and elsewhere across the United States, and just the difference between what Persian Americans, their culture, their way of life, as opposed to what's in Iran currently. Is it the same kind of feeling? Is it the same sentiment? Is it something different? Because we hope that the people of Iran will rise up, and we hope that they will, yearn for a more democratic society. But to your understanding, is the population there, how similar are they to the population that's currently living in the United States and has for decades?
It's kind of funny. Sometimes we joke that they are even more freedom-loving than the Iranian diaspora is, and that they are even a little bit more radical than we are in terms of demanding that freedom, because they have been subjugated for so long and lived under this brutal system of repression, and that has caused them to very unapologetically chant and demand their own freedom. And so there isn't very much difference between the Iranian diaspora and the people of Iran who love freedom and who have seen what this Islamist regime has done to their country over the past 47 years.
Sarah, so great to have you with us. Kevin here. Did you ever think in your lifetime that you'd see something like this moment?
Yes and no. Yes, because I have a tremendous amount of faith in the Iranian people who have wished and demanded their freedom for so long. But no, because the system has been so brutal. And every single time the Iranian people have risen up to demand their freedom, there has been brutal massacres. And what we saw in January was one of the most brutal massacres in modern history. And so being able to see this with my own eyes has been a very beautiful experience. And I can only hope that my family will be able to return to Iran one day to visit, and that I will be able to show my children a free and prosperous Iran.
You are among the many leaders in the Women Life Freedom movement, and right now, and for years now, really, recent years, this generation of women in Iran have been rising up, but now they're facing, as you note, this incredibly brutal regime. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that the women of Iran are incredibly brave, and they can get through this, and the people of Iran can get through this. And we will see a new day in Iran where lightness overcomes darkness. And I'm incredibly inspired by the people of Iran and also by the leadership that we've seen in President Trump. And in his second term, he has shown incredible peace through strength on the world stage. And that has opened up this new door for the Iranian people to take back their country and demand freedom. And I believe that that is one of the most beautiful things that, as a freedom-loving American, I could ever see or ask for.
Sarah Raviani, thank you so much for joining us tonight and bringing us your experience and insight. And we appreciate it very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.